Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Infraspace. I hope you're having a great day today. I went ahead and did a whole bunch of stuff with roads and traffic and stuff to try to get the bottlenecks sorted. And I think some of you guys who play city builders a lot are gonna appreciate a few of the things I did anyway. I have no idea if they're the right way to do it, but it's a way to do it, and it's been okay effective. Okay, so first thing, this area here no longer congested. All the iron that's coming from this little iron mine here, it was clogging this whole thing up. I had steel being manufactured on the same exclusive roadway for all the iron coming in that was trying to get into here. That was clogging everything up. And then the steel, also the trucks would come out to deliver, and that would also get into the same road. So I've done a couple of things. I've made this all a big fast highway here. But I've also moved this intersection from being here to now being here. That allows them to go straight through, as opposed to needing to round this corner and wait just to get in here. And then also this is a two-way road now that kind of connects there. This road's capacity has been upgraded and expanded upon. And so now you can see it flows really well all the way through here. Very nice. One other reason, I guess technically two other reasons it flows pretty nicely now. And this is the part where I said city builder people are going to appreciate this. Now, you cannot do a perfect circle in this game. Believe me, I've tried. Doing circles doesn't seem to work. Yeah. So this is the closest thing I can get. Closest I can get is kind of that's a cop-out statement. But here you go. This is a roundabout. Yeah, it's an ugly roundabout, but it does do the job, and it works really, really well. And I've also done the same thing over here. This one's a lot more orderly. This is the first one I made. I had more room to do this one. This is a pentabout. Yeah, pentagon pentabout. There you go. So that's helping traffic flow a lot better through certain areas here. We still have some area. These are all intersections, of course. We still have some places where traffic is going to slow down. That's kind of unavoidable unless I really rearrange a ton of stuff. But there are low traffic roads that create these intersections, and just because a car is stopping doesn't mean that that's inefficient per se. If they're stopping for a very long time, then it could work on it. But the main thing that's most important is icons. We want to make sure that the icons are not bugging us, like over there. We'll talk about that area in a second. I've done a couple of things. First off, a lot of these homes here downgraded themselves because of food. So I've changed how food comes in here. Not only does the food now exclusively export to this train station, but we have more trains delivering lower quantities per train. This is going to prevent there from being a huge backlog and having this happen everywhere, because this sucks. Also, there are now things like VR edutainment and computers and stuff coming in on trains here too, and that gets mixed in with all of the food trucks, and that slows that down too. Most of this stuff, though, wants to get out on this side, so I've changed how this is. Now, this is one of those really big highways, and they all come out of the train station, and then they have to merge over onto this area. They can bypass the intersection entirely if they want to go that way, so they just do it. But we basically have a situation where there is an intersection here still, and I'm thinking actually I might be able to alter this one more time. Let me just do a real quick change here. See if I can get this to be even better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this up, go over top of this road, and then come back down. That looks like it'll be cool. Then what we can do is we can get rid of this. I can upgrade this because we might as well now. There we go. There's really no point to having 3 lanes coming in when you only have 2 here. But what we could maybe do, well, first off, since this... Ooh, I've just eliminated the ability for these cars to go this way. They're going to have to go all the way around here. I wonder if that'll cause a problem. Maybe I should have a bypass road of some kind. No. No, I think what we'll do is this instead. Let's take... We'll downgrade this again. I don't want to cause, like, major problems. Not necessary. Yes, I think, yes. So what we could do, kind of fixing this on the fly now. I had an idea, and then like as I see it, I realize the idea is not that great. Right? You ever had that happen to you? No? Never? Your ideas are always great, right? Yeah. And you know exactly how to do it immediately, right? That's what I thought. We'll do this. This is going to allow traffic from this road to get on this instead. It's going to create a little bit of a bacon road here, but I think this is actually better. And then on this intersection, yeah, if you come off out of here, you're going to be in the right lane to get off this way. And then you just go straight through. Yeah. The big problem with this, though, as you can see, is that cars are deciding to go straight from here, which is not what we wanted at all. That's not at all what I want. So no on that. And instead, we'll promote them to go straight. But what we'll do instead is we'll do something like this. That'll be fine for me for now. Ideally, you'd want this to be on this side, but the hope is at least traffic that's heading this direction can go through these roads. I don't even know if that road will be used, but my hope is that I can get traffic to flow out of this train station just a little bit faster and more fluidly. So that's what I think is happening here. They can choose to go the other direction. This little skip in the road kind of sucks, though. Can I move this even more? Yeah, something like that. Just get it much more separated. And then I guess maybe we'll go ahead and upgrade this. I was worried about that. There. And now what we can do is we can say, okay, so, yep, just like that. So now what will they do? Who knows? This might actually just be better off being a straight, like, go this way the whole time sort of method here. Like, don't even bother. I'm trying to find cars that do want to do this, and there are a few that do want to turn right here. But the point of this was to get the traffic to move out of the train a lot faster, and that's kind of what's been happening here. Then, supplies. I'm noticing, again, VR entertainment, computers, all that stuff has been coming in exclusively on this train. They're not driving them in here anymore. So I've got a somewhat complicated, but mostly complicated because it's fun, not so much because it's awesome. Like, not because it's efficient, but because it just looked cool. At least I thought it did. I thought it looked interesting. So obviously, these two highways are bringing things over to these areas. And then it forks in the road, and we got two different highways going this way, too. So cars from Copper, for Copper, the trucks, they can decide where to go. And then once they get on the highway system, they have a couple of different options. There's extra on-ramps and stuff that are bringing it in here. But as they get into this area, there's a whole new computer factory here, here, and here. Put another one right here, I guess. And then the computers can get made here, as well as other resources. Then they get on the highway, and they can either choose to get on this highway with this on-ramp or this highway with this on-ramp. And then on this side, we've got an off-ramp to get them into this area. So they exit on one side and enter on the other. And then also the aluminum can come in on this highway over here too, because I've sort of changed how this works. These guys are still in this area, and I kind of want to stop that. In fact, I'm going to. Let me just go ahead and move these guys to be more like this instead, I think. I'm just going to shift you guys around a little bit. We go. The little one, I guess, why not? No big deal. And then you can go next to it as well. You can go next to it as well. What I'm hoping to do... I don't really want them on this side. Kind of... Yeah. Maybe I'll just stick it, like, over here. Whatever. I want this. There. And then we take this road and just go... Two roads is fine. All the way across like this. There. Cool. Works for me. Okay. So anyway, all the cars that are coming in here and converging in this area, they now have an alternative. They can go this direction instead of having to come this way and then around like a lot of them have been doing, which just clutters this area more. They now have an alternative route to go this direction, and that allows them to get all the way down here underneath this highway, come all the way over here, and can get their supply into this area to deliver for like aluminum and such to make computers. Then those computers can come out and they can now take a direct route on this highway, which I could have just had this be an intersection and a cross, but I was trying to imagine, like, you know, if you're going really fast, you don't really want roads to converge like that. Like, you don't want them to just be a T section. So I've got a ramp that allows them to go on that one and a ramp that allows them to come down and be on this one. And then, of course, they will exit and enter on at different points, so they're not converging at the same time. But anyway, this allows them to get the computers all the way over and to drop them off directly into here. Now, whether they're going to do that or not, I don't know, because I just made this road, so I have no idea if that's going to work. The other road that I have no idea if is going to work is right over here, and I have yet to see a car use it, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it's busted and it doesn't work, but I had a ton of concrete and a ton of steel, so I went for it. I've made alternatives for these guys. A couple of things. The train station, up until this point, has had no exit on this side of the track, which means all those nice industrial robots I'm making, they cannot get over here. So what I've done is this exit that's here, because all the exits and stuff are on this side, they can now get through here and they can turn left. They can go over top of this. There's a two-way road here to allow them to pass through. But now the industrial robots can actually get into this area and they can start being applied to various different buildings. We get the high-tech tools are already being delivered here. I haven't seen any industrial robots yet, but I'm kind of hoping that that happens eventually because you can see we have too many jobs, not enough people working them. So we're not very efficient at the moment, but that's something I've done. And I've also sped this up by just having, you know, superhighway stuff. Like all the food just flows into the train, man. It's nice. I think that takes care of all of the updates on what I've been working on. So now it's just a matter of kind of like fixing the small things, right? And getting ourselves set up for the final push to the adamantine mining, which I believe is probably going to be this video. So this might even be the finale. I have no idea. I don't know going into it, but I want to build that thing. I've been told, since people can't help themselves, I'm poking at you. You know who you are. I've been told the thing is enormous, and that I've now been robbed of that surprise. But now I've been told that it's enormous, and I have to make a ton of room for it. So that's what this here was supposed to be for. But I can also do it right here in this giant area here too. There's another option here also, and that's not relying on the train to bring me 100% of the food, because we have a lot of, like I said, a lot of stuff comes through Char Station. This is like easily the busiest train station in the whole place. Maybe second only to this one, but this one doesn't feel as busy because there's nothing immediately around it. And that's generally what I would recommend you do. If I was going to play this over again, the main train station would not be this close to like this. Like I would not have this. It would be very big. It would be a highway that's elevated that goes straight through the city, and there would be exits, and then the train, all the supply would just come out of the train station as fast as possible to reach where it needed to reach. Because this is not efficient. This doesn't work very well. And I would love to upgrade this, but there isn't room for it. So like if I went like this, well, now, wait a minute. Maybe there is room for it. I wonder. Yeah, actually, there might actually be room for this. Make some small, really small adjustments here. And it appears as though I'm wrong, and there absolutely is room for it. So that'll give us 3 lanes. Whether or not they're going to use all 3, I guess. Yeah, I guess they will. Okay, cool. That takes care of that. And then that 3-lane road gets them to this highway where they can then go a lot faster wherever they want to go. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Now they're still jam-packed on here, but at least it's a little bit better than it was. Maybe I should make this 3 lanes too, just because it does look like the majority of them are going straight through here. Of course, then I have to just do minor adjustments. I legit didn't think there was enough room for this, but I didn't try it, so next time, try it before you say things, dummy. This building? Which buildings are in the way now? It's not highlighting all of them. It's like all of them are in the way, but it's not highlighting them. There it goes. Nope, still something. It's on this side. Yeah, these. There we go. Good. Good. Okay. So now, hopefully that provides them... By the time they get to here, they don't need 3 lanes. Yeah. So, like, they can get through here and not need 3 lanes anymore. But hopefully now that means we're going to deliver all that food we're making, because we're making way more food than we need. The good meals, we're making way more than we need. This is not a very effective or efficient way of doing it. What are you missing? Home appliances. Interesting. Am I actually low on that? I have expanded how many I'm making, but apparently not enough. Yeah, barely over production. It might just be a simple matter of getting it here. What was the workflow for that? Oh, just the iron? Hold on, let's put home appliances over here. And then it'll just hook up to the highway system too. So we can just like expand this idea of having the highway be right where we need it to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be plenty. And then we'll just get the road like that. And then what we can do is we'll pop it right there so it can go where it wants, or go where it wants. And then if it wants to go that way on the highway, then it'll just turn left and it will go wherever it wants to go. Preferably wherever it wants to go will be over there. And then for these guys to deliver electronics and such, we'll just take the road underneath. Yeah, like that. And now electronics can be delivered here as well. We could also go like this. Just to give that alternative route so they don't have to all like go that way to come down. They got a little thing there too. Iron should now be trying to get from over where it is here and to push itself to this highway over here and take it all the way over and get in here. But in order to get into this area, we're going to need an exit for that. So let's give it a quick exit from here. And then this will be way easier for the iron to get into this area now too. So just like an elevated highway that has exits, you know, like they do in real life. It's probably good to do that. And this isn't going to always be cluttered like this. It's mostly just because it's the early stages and they're just requesting it. But once they're full and they're not requesting it as much anymore, this will all kind of even out. But that should allow them to get the home appliances down this freeway. You can see they're using it. At least some of the purple cars are. These are the computers. Yep. Computers are going to use this highway. And it's only a single lane. I could make it, if a lot of them start using it, then I can make it double, but I just didn't think they would use it. And then I thought about making some more food over here too. Just some basic good meals that can be delivered into this area without depending on the train. But since we're overproducing good meals so much, it's really just about getting the stuff off the train. And I think this change has done that. So once they start making enough of these appliances and getting them on the freeway, we should then start to see it. You know, these buildings here should start to upgrade, hopefully. Some of them are downgrading, which is unfortunate, but maybe we can make more computers. So computers are made, but the same resources home appliances are made. So it's probably what we could do is just maybe put it on the back side of here. Let's do one of these numbers real quick. And then we'll do the home appliances here, here, here. Make a road in between here. And then this should be more than sufficient, I would hope, to get this where we need it to be. Like that. And then what we could do then is just connect it like this. Get it on the freeway. Go wherever they want to go. And then on this side, we'll go ahead and put... I think I want to just do this connection like this, but then move you like that. No? Okay, I'll shift these buildings instead. There. Then you need to move so you're not... There you go. Okay, so this is, again, we've expanded computers and home electronics. They should all have very fast access to the freeway. Maybe I can make that even faster by giving them from this road up to the freeway here. To do that, I would need to change you to be this kind of road. Yep. And then I would move you to be like that, I guess. So now they can come in and just go where they want to go. There we go. All good. So I'll just let this run for a bit. I want to see all of these houses completely upgraded. And then that will tell me whether or not we need any additional houses or whether or not we need any additional production on their needs. If all of these houses upgrade completely and we're satisfying all their needs easily, at that point, we're ready for the end game. And we're ready to drop the big drill and all that stuff. I am getting close to my power output, so I do want to show the other power producer. Here's the nuclear power plant. And the next one that we just unloaded, or we just unlocked, is the fast neutron reactor. So this takes one every 20 seconds, produces 450. This takes one every 10 seconds, produces 1,000. So all we really need to do, depending on the size, which is same footprint, so all we really need to do is just maybe like swap this out, stick this in. So that is going to give us enough power once it gets delivered. And you can see the difference between them. It's pretty small, right? In green AG, they both say the exact same thing, the only difference being the top part. And I'm hoping to see movement here because I haven't dropped this building in before. I've never used this building, so it'll be... I'm curious to see what it looks like. Let's speed up production here real quick. And... need it to start. There it goes. Oh, that's cool. Look at that thing. Oh, that is spiffy, isn't it? Yeah. All right, I want to replace another one. So let's drop this one. Replace it with you. I was hoping there'd be an actual doorway, but there doesn't seem to be. Yeah, no doorway here. Weird. Also, it's not letting me place it. Why? There it goes. Very touchy. All right, so that'll request it, and we'll have 2 of these things. And then, you know, once we have 2 of them, I think we could start removing these without having to worry about the whole power grid going down when we do so. And it'll be a lot easier to replace them. So I'm going to let it run. I'm going to keep an eye on this, make sure the needs of our citizens are being met and that they're getting all the stuff delivered. We should start seeing computers. Yeah, as soon as the computers are delivered and stuff, they'll start acting like this house, which already has good meals, culture, robots, etc. already being delivered. We just need more computers. And I've already expanded that over here now. So we just need aluminum being delivered here too. That one's the only tricky resource is getting aluminum here because it has to come off the train or they have to drive it from way up here on these roads. And they are driving it somewhat, but most of this, like this is a long trip. It takes forever. And I also think probably upgrade this road just to have it not take so forever. But realistically, I'd need it to come on the train. So the other option is to try to pull that aluminum from somewhere else. And there is nowhere else. Aluminum is always on the top. It's always on a elevated area. So I only have access to this one. You have to come down like this. That's doable. It's just annoying. But it is doable. If I go aluminum mines like this. Flip it around. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 total. And if I just take, you know, a little road through here, then switch this to a superhighway, because I can afford it. But like, can I though? Like, it's not gonna, I'm not gonna be able to make this drop. This is like fast enough, right? Maybe I can, maybe if I keep it raised. Well, yeah, if I keep it raised, it'll kind of, it's still a bacon road, but at least it lets me drop it down. So, all right. And then that gets me this direction. Yep, all the way this way. We'll go over top of this highway. Trying to anyway. Yep, over top of this highway. And then get ourselves connected with this one. Okay, cool. Last step is just to get the power hooked up for it, which is mostly just bringing it from here, right? So, guess I can bring it from, yeah, from this point. All the way like this. Oops. Hang on. Now I have to move this. There we go. Okay. So now the aluminum from here should get access to the highway. And if it wants to, which it can if it wants to, it can just merge onto this side. And if you want to merge, you can do so as well, just by coming off of this and going that way. Oh. Interesting. Okay, we can, I can play that. To go higher. It's the only way. Then drop it down. And then you can then hook up and go like that. That's fine. Whatever. Doesn't have to look the best. I like that longer approach anyway. So there we go. Highways. They're all connected. They can all get where they need to go. We shouldn't have an aluminum problem anymore. And because of that, I can expand my computer manufacturing as well. I can probably get it to be like... well, I wanted to say like this, but this will work. It's fine. Just go like this. And then you go that way. And then you have you stop here and have you merge like that. Yeah, and then have you merge like that. And you can now go like that. Okay. So all these computers should get these houses to upgrade. All right, that's happening. You can see them, they're getting taller. I'm gonna take a look really quick over here because we're not producing enough microchips either. And it says we are, but we must not be getting them there in time, which is a bit of a drag. You are having a difficult time. This is a bit of a bottleneck here, isn't it? Come on. There it goes. I could upgrade this, at least to this point. Yeah. That'll work. Whether that actually does anything, I have no idea, but if it gets them out of here quicker, then cool. Carbon is good. That's something I've been low on for quite a while, but I've expanded that to be about this many. Our iridium production is doing really well. Getting off of the train seems to be a bit of a bottleneck. Odd. How about now? Can you just get off the train, you know? No? Well, I mean, look, they're crossing this, yeah, it's this traffic here. Okay. New plan. Why don't we have you? I'm a big fan of bridges lately, you know? Bridges have been, I think they're underrated, you know? So underrated. At least it lets me do it. That's the kind of stuff that workers and resources won't let me do. It just says no instead of letting me make a fool of myself. I guess the grass isn't necessarily greener on the other side, is it? We'll do that and then have you come off this side. And then merge onto there. Damn it. There. Oh. There? Yeah, there. Okay. Look a little silly? Maybe. But, I mean, again, I think the stuff that looks silly and takes up a lot of space often leads to just better traffic flow. You know, it doesn't have to be... You know, I'm not saying this is the best, but I'm saying it'll look better than just jamming it all in there. So when it's done bringing the supply here, then we'll be able to see. And there won't be an intersection. Like right here, this intersection is fine. This one's fine. All of these are flowing pretty well. We're just not getting the microchips into position as fast as I'd like. I could expand microchips to be here. I'd do that by just going like this, I guess. Do I go this way, or... I think for now I'm going to go this way with it. I'm going to say like this. Just one road here should do the trick. Actually, let's make it something like this instead. Yeah. Instead of like getting on this highway, we'll have it be a road off of that highway. And then what I could do also, this will probably speed it up too. Let's try this, because this isn't so bad. Now the sand can get directly in here instead of having to go around like this. I just added all these sand trucks to this road, and you know, they're gonna get in here, but it'll take a while. So now the sand can go direct here. There we go. Okay, let me let this run like a whole lot of time and just, you know, habitats, let the habitats get upgraded, all that stuff, and I will be right back. Okay, so we got all the houses upgraded, which is pretty cool. So tier 6, everything is good, and nobody has any major needs. So we're delivering things okay now, which is nice. We're gonna go ahead now and increase the amount of uranium that we're producing, because Red Science is like complaining it doesn't have enough of this stuff. So I've added 5 more of these, but now we're not producing nearly enough uranium. We're way underneath this. So we're gonna come over to this supply, because that one's fully saturated. I can't take any more from that. There was another source. Oh, right here, yeah. So we've got this source here too, of course, and that's pretty much providing all the power resources we need. Now that we've got 2 of these things up, I've eliminated 1 of the regular nuclear power plants, and I could probably get rid of this one too, but we're gonna be adding some stuff, and so we're gonna be using more power. So what we need first, I need to make sure that all this stuff has power to begin with. So I've altered this up here a little bit in an attempt to try to get a little bit more out of this resource. I've replaced 3 big ones. I had 3 big ones in this space, and I've replaced the 3 big ones with instead having 8 of the little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 little ones instead of the 3 big ones. It's going to provide a little bit more uranium for the export, but it's still not enough. So we're going to take over here. We're going to grab this source, and we're going to send it over into this and get it hooked up to this highway. This is too steep. Like I could zigzag it, but I'm not going to. So here's what we're going to do. Take the big uranium mines to start with, And I'm just gonna, I think, put this kind of like as deep in here as I can, like maybe like right here. And then we'll just kind of, I don't know why it always resets my orientation. I want it to be like this. Quit moving me around. There we go, and almost. Okay, so this one is too steep to get in there. Okay, I think, yeah, I'll just let it be up a little bit, I guess. There we go, I can finally see the boxes. Sometimes you can't see those boxes. All right, like this, almost. There we, almost, good. And here. I should be able to fit 2 more on this side, I think. You can get away with it. If you're close enough to the deposit, it'll let you do it. Like, even down here, I think I could probably get this. Yeah, right, like, almost there. So I can go like this, and hopefully here. Nope, it's a yellow. Can I get one if I go like this? No, how about a small one? Can I get one if I do a small one? No. It's not quite close enough on that side. Okay. I think the small ones can fit here, though, nicely. Just, whoops. Well, okay, so I have to move this because it's not going to be enough. There we go. Okay, let's get the roads in. Oh. That's definitely not what we want. Let's replace these down. There we go. Across the way there. Well, on this side, we'll have this little road. This is the hard part, is seeing if we can get this to play nice. Oh, God. Not really. On the steepest part of this hill here, it's not looking good. Oh, boy. Well, oh, that was working. That was gonna work. Yeah, it looks real ugly, but it also looks functional. So we'll play it as it lies. We're gonna take and upgrade you, and you. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Okay, so this at least gets it. We can even go further than this if we want to. Yeah, we can go further than this. Let's just make it go as fast as it can. Get it up the silly hill. Okay. From here, we're gonna go 3 wide because there might be enough. Nah, I don't think there's enough to really warrant that. We'll go 2, and we're gonna go this way with a superhighway, and we're gonna go down over here. That looks like it's gonna make me lift it, which is fine. So we'll just go up. Here we go. Down. And I think take it direct. I don't want to get in the way of this stuff. So we're going to take it all the way down like this. And then hook it up to that right there. All right, it looks silly. It's got a little bit of clipping going on, but not sure what I can do about that. I guess maybe bring it back like this. So that's even worse. Lift it up. Bacon bridge. You know what? Why are you doing this? Stop it. You know what? Whatever. Like I've made peace with the fact that this will never look good. Let's get one of these in here. About here should do it. Yep. And get hooked up to power. All the way in like so. Okay. Whoops. Hang on. Almost. And now like so. No, we're missing a road right here. Right, like so. Okay, we have now hooked up extra uranium. It's got to travel a long way, but if it can get in here, that would be sweet. Set up a district really quick just to make sure it's doing what I want it to do. We'll just go about like that, and yep, about like that, and then we'll bring it over and put it in like this. And then we'll just say uranium, or gets exported to here. Okay. That is settled. So we should see a production go higher. And it looks like it is rising. I don't know if it'll actually get to 95, but it is rising. If there is another deposit for uranium, I can maybe try to tap into that, which I think the only other deposit I know of anyway is all the way over here. I thought it's all the way over here. I think this is the last two. These are the last two deposits. Come on, camera. This one that's over here and this one that's over here are the last two deposits, and it's quite difficult to get to them just because I can't really build outside of this to go around that way. So I have to take them all the way over here. Exhausting. It's okay. Let me see this power network really quick because it looks like I'm disconnected. Ah, okay. So I'm not hooked up to the main grid here. Yeah, this is its own thing. Okay. New plan. We'll go ahead and make sure that's connected, and then we're just going to spend the resources to do this. Yep, we'll just bring it all the way in and hook it up here. There. That's a completely separate network now. Or sorry, it was a completely separate network. Now it's a completely joined network now. Yeah. Joined network now. Fine. These little icons are stuck on the screen. I'm not sure how to get rid of them. They're just here, so they're going to hang out with us for a bit. But most of these little blips, I do want to check traffic, actually, because I've upgraded and we've changed a lot of things. So roundabouts for the win, though, man, for sure. Those are... devs, add a roundabout. Just add one in so you don't... or at least give me the ability to make perfectly circular roads. I wonder, actually, if I use the angle snap tool, I wonder if I could do this like city skylines. Can you actually make like a... if I was to go... something like this, right? And then... oh boy. Oh no. Not really. I haven't tried it this way yet, but in city skylines you can kind of get away with... let me try it with a cheaper road first. Maybe on flat land would work too. That's... you can kind of get away with making like a T shape if you properly measure it. So that's the 1.6. So if I go like somewhere in the middle here, let's say that's like 8. Yeah, so like if I go 8 this way and 8 this way, it should be relatively close to a perfect T, although I don't know about the right angle bit, but like you can kind of do one of these numbers. It doesn't want to do that at all with this game though, does it? Sure doesn't. All right, so you can kind of... oh, no, never mind. It's going to make it as a... yep. All right, hang on. Maybe turn the snapping angle off. Oh boy. Yeah, no, you can make around a square. Or square about. That's what you have to make in this game. Everything wants to go to a square. Because eventually you run out of these nodes. I only have 4 nodes here. So actually, what you might want to do, let's see, if I was to make, say, 1.5, right? So what you'd have to do almost is kind of something like this. You'd have to go, like you have to make a lot of nodes. Yeah, something like that. Just make a whole bunch of little nodes that you can make micro adjustments on. But they can't be too close together, otherwise you get this weird... with the gravel road, it doesn't seem to do it. But if you had a bigger road, it would do it. But like if you had more nodes, then you can kind of make a round road, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So just make more nodes. That was my mistake that I didn't do. I think I had maybe... well, I had 5 on that one, and that's why it's a pentagon. So there you go. You can make a circular road, but honestly, it should just be... just let me pop one down, you know? Put it right in the road tools, intersection tools, and just let me do that. Be awesome. Okay. Well, guys, I think this is going to do it for this episode. As you can see, traffic situation completely under control. Everything is flowing really smoothly. It's all about getting the little resources into those positions. And quite honestly, these are intermediate buildings requesting raw resources. It's not slowing down that much. The ultimate thing is whether or not these guys are happy in the end, and we're doing okay on that. So in the next video, I think the next video will be our finale episode, and I will expand electronics production because clearly we're underproducing that. So I need to get that done. I will expand iridium ore a little bit. I will expand a little bit more on the uranium, but that's not quite necessary. And then, yeah, I'll just make sure all these numbers are white, basically. And then we are going to plant the adamantine mining drill in the next video, and that will pretty much take care of it, won't it? I think it will. I might expand to have maybe a few more houses and people, but if by doing that, I stress the entire system. That's why I wanted to regulate how many people I had, because as soon as I add more houses, it just adds that many more needs and cars and all sorts of things that have to produce more and more in order to make up for it. So, yeah, but we're getting there, you know? There's some needs for copper and electronics, and I think that can get sorted out. I'll just expand this area right here, and then it can all go in on the highways and stuff because they're all right there. Yeah. All right. Take it easy, guys. Love your faces. Hopefully you'll join me next time. I can speak. See ya. Bye.